Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 18th of April. The most exciting news this week, without doubt, is the arrival of the Sun in Taurus on Tuesday. This is after an absence of 11 months, but with Mercury already in your sign, forging a stunning angle to Pluto this week, your ability to penetrate through the mists of confusion, because there can be some, is going to be really exceptional if you give yourself permission to believe the fact-finding missions that you carry out are actually worthwhile. So if something does fascinate you, don't be persuaded by what anyone else says, because there could be someone around you who is going to dissuade you around something that you're very passionate about, or conversely, try to excite you about something which doesn't really do a lot for you. And this is because of the confusing angle between Mars and Neptune, which continues. And also Mars is now slammed on the brakes and is going to be in retrograde for some time. So it's important when it comes to your drives and motivations and handling long-term financial issues or anything to do with property, pensions, business matters, that you're conscious that there could be some information that comes into your possession this week which is hazy, to say the least. And that's why Mercury's angle with Pluto is so important. This is going to give you the ability to penetrate deep down to the real detail, as I say, if you give yourself the permission to do so. But the Sun arriving back in your sign is wonderful for your key energies, which can be reignited, and you can find yourself physically reinvigorated too. And this can give you a lot of get up and go and the potential to set yourself some new goals. But not everything's going to be into the future and in terms of your hopes, because there is still a lot of activity going on between your ruling planet Venus and also Saturn, the planet of structure, but more importantly Uranus, the planet of surprises. And it's possible that however much you might want to embrace the future, there may be a relationship which is very much to do with your past, which is actually going to be very much to the fore this week. And by the time of the full moon on Friday, you may have to really come to terms with how a situation is changing, either because you want to drive it in a different direction or because someone else does. You can't take other people for granted on the back of this full moon. This full moon is about how other people feel, so your listening skills are important, and some surprise information can be shared with you. Someone may even shock you with something they say, but it may be something that's very encouraging and positive. For example, there could be a hidden admirer around you who's about to reveal their hand. Then again, you may find yourself becoming more and more attuned to someone you used to be involved with, and perhaps could get a sudden desire to get in contact, or at least check them out on social media. And then in an existing relationship, it's also possible that issues that up to now have been very sensitive and have been sort of out of bounds, suddenly one of you will blurt out how you feel. But although it may be a little bit uncomfortable at the time, actually it can be for the best, because once this happens, you can much more clearly know where you stand. And with Mars starting to go backwards, if it's anything to do with commitment, either that changing with you or it changing with someone you're involved with, the sooner you can get to the bottom of this with Mercury and Pluto's help, then the better. It's been a real pleasure being with you, Taurus. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.